Hi there. Today I wanted to talk about creating and using Prezi Video, and I am planning on using this website, this resource when I am Zooming with students or to record some flipped lessons. So I'm going to show you what this is all about. So the first thing that you will need to do is you will need to make sure you have a Prezi account. Now, if you go to prezi.com, you can log in and you can create just a basic account. It is completely free. There is an educator's account, I think, for $3 a month, and then there's a pro account, but you do not need either of those to create Prezi videos. The next thing that you're going to want to make sure that you do is to download the Prezi for desktop app. And it is down here in the corner. I know you can't really see it because my Screencastify tools are down here. And I can't get those to move at the moment. But right down here in the corner is going to be where your Prezi for desktop account is. And you can, or option is, and you can go ahead and download that. You can kind of see it popping up right there. And when you go there, it's going to look like this. I already have it, so I'm going to stop that from downloading. Once you download the app, it is going to look like this. Okay, so we have the Prezi video, and we're going to go ahead and create a new video. You can also import a PowerPoint or import from Prezi as well. Those are all options. I'm going to go ahead and click Create New Video. And here I am. So the cool thing about this app is it comes with so many different templates. So if you look to that side of my screen, you're going to see all the different templates that it comes with. And it's going to give you a little preview of what it looks like. So we've got this basic one. We've got blue. Okay, lots of different templates. Some of them are to the right, some of them are to the left, some of them are to the bottom. You can really find any that will fit your personality, fit your aesthetic, or the type of class that you teach. And I'm just very quickly clicking through these just so that you can see all of the different ones. And some of them are a little bit animated. So you'll see when we get to those that some of them have GIFs embedded in them and they will move. So we'll see when we get down to those. You can kind of see this purpley one in the corners. It changes a little bit. So many different designs. You can see the little flowers moving over the one there. Blocks move for that one. I love this one, especially if you are like a tech teacher or you're doing anything with video games or anything like that. That will definitely grab your viewers' attention right away. We've got some leaves. Oh, it froze a little bit there. There we go. Doesn't like how fast I'm clicking, I think. That one's pretty cool. Teach history, pumpkins, jelly beans. This one behind the content has a little planets, some blocks, pow. You can see this one is moving a little bit. This one as well has that animation built in. So there's all of these different templates that you can choose. You see that one's kind of moving too. So that's the first thing you want to do is choose your template. And I highly, highly recommend having an idea of what you want your content to be ahead of time. Already have a PowerPoint created. The thing is you can import PowerPoints right onto here for the content. I'll show you how that works. However, it will kind of mess with your fonts, which I'm not a huge fan of because I spent a lot of time choosing the right fonts. So I usually will just download each of my images or each of my slides as a PNG or as a JPEG. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to choose our template here. Let's see, I'm trying to go with one I haven't used yet, just so I can see how it works. So I'll go with this one. Now, we've chosen our template. The next part is we're going to choose our content. So you're going to see that you get these other tools, right? So the first thing that we might do is, so my content is going to be for my readers, right? So if I'm going to insert my first image and I'm doing it for maintaining a reading life, and the first mini lesson that we're doing is our reasons to read. So you can see that there's the slide that I would be normally showing to my class in person. You could have like done a screen share in Zoom, right, to show them this, but now it's just presented in a more aesthetic thing. You can see I can add text in there and whatnot. I can also get rid of it altogether. If I want my students to focus on me, I can add it back in, and I can make it just so that I'm gone and just the content is there. So lots of different options. After you've gotten that as you like it, you just go up here and click the plus button, and you're just going to add your next slide. So if my next slide is, here's the teaching point, right? And I want to make sure that students are getting this. You don't have to even have that on there, right? You can just have the visual. And again, if I get me out of it, it's going to just be the content. And you just do that over and over. You just kind of add in the different content that you are using for your students. And I would be talking about these as I'm zooming, and I would probably make sure my face was over here, right? And you just keep adding it in until it is how you want. Now, let's say you don't have these kind of images, but you want to make sure you have something up on the screen. You can go ahead and change it to one of these icons that are built in here. Why do you read? Right? You could absolutely do that as well. You can import a full PowerPoint, but again, it is going to change your fonts. After you have done that and you have created your slideshow, then you can go ahead and present it. You can record it, but the thing is you can't record in Prezi unless you have Prezi Plus. So to create videos in full HD, then you will need Prezi Plus. And you can upgrade to that, or you can just use Screencastify. I'm using Screencastify right now, and you can make it so that it is just your screen. However you want to set it up, that is completely up to you. You can add in some presenter notes if you want up here as well. I'm going to mostly be using it during my video conferences. So you can see as soon as I clicked there, it brings up all of my options, right? Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, GoToMeeting, other popular apps. So I use Zoom. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in to that so I can show you what it looks like. I'm going to pause while you do that. All right, so I had to actually go into Zoom and just start it from in there. Sometimes I seem to be having that issue where it won't let me log into Zoom from the Prezi app, but I can just go ahead and open up a Zoom. So you can see I did that here, and there's two of me, right? So here's my Prezi screen. I'm just going to move that for a minute. And this is what my students are seeing. So you can see I've got my screen over here. And all I did to do this was I changed it to my Prezi virtual camera. So you can see here's my regular camera, right? And then if I go to Prezi virtual camera, this is up. And students are seeing this on their screen as well. And then I am just able to kind of click through our lesson. And so I would be talking to them. You can also edit this even if you're on Zoom. So if you're like, oh, I really wanted them to have the workbook page that I want them to do, you can go ahead and just add another slide. And you're going to see I'm going to go right into the student view, right? And I want them to do this, reasons to read, right? Now, if I go back over and I click video conference right here at the bottom, I'm already hooked in, right? I'm already connected. So I might tell my students, all right, guys, there's all sorts of reasons that we read, right? I want you to right now open up your digital notebook, go to slide number 2, And I want you to fill this in. Why do you read? Okay, it looks like this. Make sure you're on this slide. You can see how this could be so much more engaging for your readers or for your learners. And it kind of feels like you are like a talk show host or a news anchor or something, right? You can have everything over there. So you can use that on Zoom, and you have all sorts of the same controls, right? You can get rid of that. See, there I am, full screen. And here I am. And then if I want it so they're not focusing on me, I click there and you're going to see, look, it made it nice and big for them. Right? So it gives you all of these different controls, and it links right with Zoom, Meet, Teams, all those different things that you could play around with, right? That whatever your school uses, it will work with. And you can just continue making your presentations and adding them in. So many different ways that you could utilize this that I think the sky's the limit, really. I highly recommend just getting in and kind of playing around with it. Again, to get there, you're just going to go to Prezi.com, and you can click create new video here or download the app. So I definitely recommend downloading that app. If you are interested in upgrading and you click unlock features, you can see that you can do a trial. It does have an educator's option as well for this. You can see all the different things that you get with Prezi Plus. I definitely recommend trying it out, seeing ways you can integrate it into your video lessons. I don't know if I would use it every single time, but you definitely can. It's just an extra way to engage your readers. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Email them to me, tag me in them. Remember, on Instagram, I am Adventures in Fifth and Life, and I would love to see what you come up with. Happy playing. Prezi video. And remember, that's what you were looking for. Prezi video. Give it a go, and let me know how it works out.